Hi guys, today we are going to solve this Pearson and Excel Level 3 GCSE Mathematics paper for AS, and this paper code is 8MA0/01, and today I'm going to solve question number 1 to 7 and question number 7 to 14 we will solve tomorrow, so you can have a look here. So we are solving today question number 1 to question number 7. Okay, now let's go for the question quickly. So here it is, the line L passing through the point A31 and B4 minus 2. Find the equation of a line L. So this is point A, this is point A, this is point B, and line is passing from these 2 points here. Let's write down 3 and 1 and 4 and minus 2. Okay, so what is the equation of a line? So I can equation of a line is given by y equal to mx plus c, and m is the gradient here. So how we can calculate m? M is, if this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, so m is given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yeah, y2 minus y1, so it will be minus 2 minus 1, and x2 is 4 minus 3, so we got here minus 3 over 1. So let's write down equation again. Y equal to mx plus c. So m we know that is minus 3. Now we need to select any point. So let's take this point 3 and 1. So let's take point 3 and 1. So we are taking point 3 and 1. So y is 1, m is minus 3, and x is 3 plus c. So it will be minus 9 is coming this side, so c is 10. So equation is given by y equal to mx plus c. So m is minus 3x and c is 10. Yeah, so this is another way we can do it. If line is passing from 2 points like x1 y1 and x2 y2, yeah, then equation is given by y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 and x minus x1. Okay, so what is y1 here? So y1 is 1, so y minus 1. What is y2 here? Y2, we have calculated this, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, that is minus 3. So this is minus 3, and x minus x1 is 3. Yeah, so if we multiply, so y minus 1, that is minus 3x plus 9, and y equal to minus 3x plus 10. Yeah, so you can solve any way, both way are correct. Yeah, now, and this is just 3 marks question. Question number 2, the curve C, here is curve C has a equation. So let's write down the equation. Y equal to 2x square minus 12x plus 16. Find the gradient of the curve at the point P 5 and 6. So let's calculate dy by dx. So gradient is dy by dx. So once we calculate gradient, so it will be 4x minus 12. Now gradient dy by dx at 5 and 6, these points. So 4x is 5. Okay, so 4 times 5 is 20. 20 minus 12, that is 8. So we have got gradient is 8, right? Now this is what, find the gradient of the curve with the point, and solution based entirely on graphical and numerical methods are not acceptable. So we are not using graph, so we need to prove it mathematically. So it is gradient is 8. Question number 4. Now next question. Here it is given two vectors, given that the points A has 3i minus 2j. So let's take this is point A, and with respect to O, let's take O is the origin or somewhere some reference point. So it is given 3i minus 7j, and this is point B. Okay, and position vector of B is given 8i plus 3j, and find the vector AB. So you need to calculate, find the vector AB. This one you need to calculate. So you can see OA plus AB equal to OB, right? OA plus AB is equal to OB, and the best thing is to identify, if you see here, whether you have written it correctly or not. If you see here, this A and A is common. What is left? O and B. So that is written here. So this is the way you can check it whether you have written it correctly or not here. And so let's write down. So OA is 3i minus 7j plus AB, and what is OB? OB is 8i plus 3j. So AB will be 8i plus 3j minus 3i plus 7j. So 8i minus 3i is 5i, and plus 3j and 7j, that is 10j. So we have got 5i plus 10j. So this is vector AB. Okay. In another way, you can do it like this as well. That is shortcut. So just write down vector AB, and you do second minus first. So second is B, B minus A. So you do B minus A. Just do B minus A. So what is B? B is 8i plus 3j minus 3i and minus 7j. Okay, so if you multiply 8i minus 3i, that is 5i, and 3j and minus minus becomes plus, that is 10j. So this is shortcut. If you want, you can apply this if it is 1 mark question or 2 marks. So that is fine. Now they are saying modulus of AB. Modulus of AB is square of coefficient here. So this is 5, so 5 is square, and this is 10, then 10 is square. 5 square is 25, 10 square is 100, so it will be 125, and 125 is basically 5 root 5. And if you want to go for decimal, you can write down, otherwise you can leave answer here as well. So 11.18. Yeah. Now next question. If you see here, fx is given 4x cube minus 12x square plus 12x minus 6. So let's write down fx is given 4x to the power 3 minus 12x square plus 2x minus 6. Yeah, use the factor theorem to show that x minus 3 is a factor of fx. So to show x minus, now see, x minus 3 is factor. Yeah, factor. So if you put x minus 3 equal to 0, you will get x equal to 3. So let's sub n here. In place of x, you put x is equal to 3. So let's write down here f x is 3, 4, 3 to the power 3 minus 12, 3 to the power 2 plus 2, 3 minus 6. Let's put this value in a calculator. So 4, 3 to the power 3 is, that is 27. Okay, and 12, 3 square plus 2 times 3 minus 6. So 6 and 6 will be cancelled, and this is getting 0. So f3 is equal to 0. So once you got f3 is equal to 0, this shows that x minus 3 is factor of fx. Yeah. Okay, now x minus 3. So now let's next part, B part. So A part is done. Now B part, show that 3 is the only real root of the equation fx is equal to 0. So this is B part, this was A part. So fx is equal to 0. Yeah, this is what they have given. So if we divide this equation, that is if we divide this equation, 4x cube minus 12x square plus 2x. So let's write down 4x cube minus 12x square plus 2x minus 6 here. If we divide it, by x minus 3. So let's do division here. So let's do division. now. So divide it x minus 3. So here it is 4x cube and it is x, so it will be 4x square here. So if you multiply by 4x square, so it will be 4x cube minus 12x square. If you change the sign here, minus, and this is plus, this is cancelled out, so this is 0. We got 2x and this minus 6. Now let's take plus 2 here, so if you multiply then it will be 2x minus 6, and if you change the sign, so this will be 0, this will be 0, so we got 0. So we have got here x minus 3, 4x square plus 2, that is equal to 0. So it means x minus 3 equal to 0, so we got x is equal to 3, yeah. And here 4x square plus 2 equal to 0, it means we got 4x square equal to minus 2, x square equal to minus 2 over 4, that is minus half. So x will be square root of minus half. So under the square root sign, minus sign doesn't exist, so this value is not acceptable, only this value is acceptable. So that's why it is mentioned here. Show that 3 is the only real root of the equation. So we can see here 3 is the only real root. So this x is equal to 3 is the only real root here. So this is cancelled. Yeah, this is cancelled. So this value we are not taking. So this is only real root. Now next question. Here it is, question number 5. Fx is given 2x plus 3 plus 12 over x square. So we can write down this equation. Fx is equal to 2x plus 3 and plus 12, and we can write down this x to the power minus 2. Now here we need to integrate and we need to show, it means answer is given 16 plus 3 root 2 and we need to integrate. So if we integrate this, let's integrate between 1 and 2 root 2 of 2x plus 3 plus 12x to the power minus 2. So integration will be now 2, it is x square over 2 plus 3x plus 12 and x to the power minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1, and divide by minus 1 here. Yeah, so this 2 and 2 cancelled, so this 2 and 2 cancel, this minus and plus will turn into minus. So let's write down here, it is x square plus 3x minus 12 over x here, and we are going to put this limit 1 and 2 root 2. All right, uh, first we are going to put this value 2 root 2, so it will be 2 root 2 square plus 3 root 2 or 3 2 root 2 minus 12 divided by 2 root 2, this is in one bracket. Okay, then minus sign, then we are going to put 1 square will be 1, 1 times 3 is 3, and that is minus 12. Okay, so once we simplify 2 square, so if you simplify, so it will be 8 plus 6 root 2, and this is cancelled out, so it is 6 over root 2. So 6 over root 2, if you times by root 2 here and times by root 2, so root 2 becomes 2, and 2 times 3, so it will be 6 over 2 root 2, and you can cancel it, so you got 3 root 2. Yeah, so you got 3 root 2 here. So 8 plus 6 root 2 minus 3 root 2, and this side is plus 8. Yeah, this will be plus 8. 3 plus 1 4, 4 minus 12 minus 8, minus minus becomes plus 8. Yeah, so if you simplify 8 plus, so this 8 and this 8 becomes 16. Okay, and 6 root 2 minus 3 root 2, that is 3 root 2, and that is your answer which you need to show, that is 16 plus 3 root 2 and 16 plus 3 root 2. Okay, nice and easy. Now next one is question number 6. Prove that fx and remember here you need to use first principle. Yeah, from first principle the derivative. Otherwise anybody can do dy dx of 3x square, that is 6x, yeah, but here you need to use first principle. So let fx equal to 3x square, and we add very small value, that is x plus h. So replace x with x plus h, so it will be 3x plus h square. So first principle rule says limit h is tending to 0, it is fx plus h minus fx divided by h here. So let's solve this. So limit h tending to 0, this is h. So fx plus h is 3x plus h whole square. Fx is this one, fx plus h is this one, so it will be minus 3x square divided by h, yeah. So let's expand it. So limit h tending to 0, so it will be 3, it will be x square plus h square plus 2hx and minus 3x square over h. So if you multiply by 3 inside, so it will be limit h tending to 0, it will be 3x square plus 3h square plus 6hx minus 3x square divided by h. So this minus 3x square plus 3x square is cancelled, and here we can take 3h outside. So if we take 3h outside, so it will be h plus 2x divided by h, and it is limit h tending to 0. So this h and h is cancelled out. If you put h is equal to 0 here, so it will be 3 0 plus 2x, and it will be 6x, yeah. So that is derivative of 3x square with the help of first principle, and answer is 6x, yeah. Now seventh question, find the first three terms of the in ascending power of x, yeah. So here question is given a part, that is 2 minus x over 2 to the power 7, yeah. So now here what we are going to use binomial theorem. So we can write down here 7c0, first is 2 to the power 7 and then minus x by 2 to the power 0. Okay, now next value will be 7c1 and 2 to the power 6 and minus x by 2 to the power 1, and third term will be 7c2, 2 to the power 5 and minus x by 2 to the power 2, yeah, and so on. So if we simplify it, so 7c0 becomes 1, 2 to the power 7 becomes 128, and any number which has power 0, it is 1. Now 7c1 becomes 7, 2 to the power 6 becomes 64, and it is minus x by 2. So let's write down here minus x by 2. Okay, now 7c2 becomes 21, and 2 to the power 5 becomes 32, and it is x square over 4 minus x square, and so on. So if you simplify, we get 128. 64 divided by 2 is 32, and 32 times 7, that is 224x, and then this will be minus sign, yeah, this will be minus sign. So 224x, because of this minus sign, minus and plus becomes minus. Okay, similarly you can cancel it here. 4 times 8 is 32, 8 times 1 is 8, plus 8 times 2 is 16, 168 x square, and so on. So this is expansion. Okay, now this is your first three terms. B part, so B part is 1.995 to the power 7, yeah, this is what they have given. And you, how you would use your expansion, so we need to use this expansion to give an estimate for the value of this, yeah. So if you see here, here is power 7, so sorry, this here is power 7, is power 7. So in this place if you see in this place 2 minus x by 2 and this one, yeah, so they both are equal, yeah, so let's equate it. So 2 minus x by 2 equal to 1.995, yeah, so it will be 2 minus 1.995, that is equal to x by 2, and it will be if you calculate, so 2 minus 1.995 is 0.005 is x by 2, and if you times by this 2 here, so we got x is equal to 0.010, or you can say x is 0.01. So this if we replace here x with 0.01, then this expansion will give me the value of 1.995 to the power 7. But question is not demanding, question is saying how would you use your expansion to give. So we will replace, so replace x with 0.01 and then we will get the answer. Okay, so thanks for watching, and tomorrow I will do from question number 8 to until last question. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please subscribe it. It's Genius Making Machine, GCSE and A level maths. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.